Crafting Vicky here with you, and I wanted to do do-it-yourself type of project today, and I'm using one of those frames. It's one of those picture flipboard thingy that goes on a desk, and I'm going to be using this to put a calendar that I made for my husband. And so before we start, I want to remove the hardware because I don't want to get it painted. So I purchased a bunch of different things from Canvas Corp, and one of them was this beautiful paint. It's from Tattered Angel, and it's Dove, and I thought this would be perfect for this project. So I had this project in mind, and we're gonna alter this little frame to, and I put the hardware in this because I tend to lose the parts, and then it's not too good when you don't have the parts anymore. Right? Now I'm just hoping that I can really remove this. I can remove that. I thought I should be able to. It's a bit tricky. The whole point of having hardware should be that it should be easy, and made a scratch, it doesn't really matter at this point, but it will at the end if I'm not careful. So what I thought I would do is distress this and then put the beautiful paint. So I figured let's just kind of use a sanding block, and I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I want the paint to hold to this. So if I don't have, okay, this is definitely not working for me. So I'm gonna try something else. I purchased this gator tool. I haven't tried it yet. And you're supposed to, there's different size paper, so I'm thinking I'm going to be using the coarse one. Try out with that and see where that takes me. So use one of the strips that has a little Velcro. I got this at the hardware store. Okay, so now we're talking. Now it's making some marks. I don't want to remove the entire color. I'm just looking for that look of age, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun and trying to get some Christmas presents done. So I don't know if you guys have been trying to make presents as well. I don't think I'm going to touch the bottom because it's clean already, and there's little feet on there. So no, I don't want to change those. The back of it. So this should be a fairly easy project, but we'll see, I guess. I hope you guys can see from the camera above. Want to remove the dust. I have a tacky cloth, but for the life of me I can't find it anymore, so I don't know where I put it. Probably someplace so that I would remember where it was, and yeah, that's what happens. I lose it, I can't find it anymore. So I just want to remove the dust before I put the paint on. I'm going to dry it afterwards, and then just need to do the same thing, I guess, to the top part. This is just for the show when I give it to him, because after he starts using it, he's going to be flipping this over. It won't, it's not meant to stay on top. Because then, of course, he couldn't see the calendar if that was the case. And the calendar was made with just some cereal box cardboard. So super easy. And these things here cost like next to nothing in thrift stores these days. Because I guess it used to be in fashion and it's not anymore. So. Okay. Just a bit more here. Okay, done that. Just dry it off. So I'm quite happy with this thing, this tool. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but when I go to the hardware store with my husband, I always end up finding stuff, and it's one of my favorite stores to visit. At in thrift stores. Okay, so we've got that done. Now, let's make that. And let's check out this beautiful color. Can't wait to try this because this is my first time using Tattered Angel paints. I use their the sprays a lot and the stains and stuff, but I've never used the paint. So let's try this. Oh, it's nice and yummy. Very very opaque and thick and just fabulous stuff. Figure this is probably going to be one of those projects where my fingers are just as much use as the paintbrush. It's just that bit of a baby wipe. I want to know if that's the look I'm looking for. I want it a bit thicker in certain places and not as much in others. Of course, I need to get into the little nooks and crannies because otherwise it's going to look strange. That some of it has paint and not the rest. And I'm only using what's in the lid right now. And it's really covering well, so I've got a feeling that this paint is going to last me for a while for many projects. Too much, so let's remove the excess. Hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. kind of like that. I'm really loving the edge here. Try not to have too many finger marks. Kind of just remove some excess. Of course, I need to get into nooks and crannies so that they don't look like they've been left out. So let's move to the side. Like I said, I don't want it too opaque. Just trying to keep it fairly light. Really liking how that turned out. So let's do the top cover the same type of way. Whoops, I'm using the wrong brush. I find it's very hard to make gifts for my husband that are crafty. So last year when he told me that he would have liked to have a calendar, he was kind of disappointed that I hadn't made him one. I made a mental note that this would be a great idea for this year. I've been wanting to do this, but I was waiting to have the proper paint. And when I went into Canvas Corp store and I saw this one, I figured that this would be the perfect one for this project. And I was right. I'm really loving it. It's really amazing coverage. So I have to put very little to make sure that you can still see the wood. Got a feeling that little jar goes a very long way. Too much. I love this. Love this. Love this. Love this. Love this. So let's put this aside. Now I'm going to try. I'm just going to put these brushes here just in case I need to add some more after. Now I'd like to put some varnish on top. And I've got my gloss medium varnish. Start on the back side. A light coat, protect it. Oops. And of course putting it all over. And right now you probably can't see what I'm doing. So let's dry this off a bit. I go and put my fingers all over it. Not putting a lot of varnish on, just a bit, just to first of all give it a shine, and like I said, to protect it. Make sure I cover it, everything. So that is the base. Now let's do the same thing for the frame. Okay, before I turn this over to do the other side. and mess it up. Let's try this a bit. So I can choose which side, I guess, I'm going to be putting on top. Okay, so I can put all my paintbrush in the water, because I won't need any more of the paint. So it's done. It's still a bit sticky, and that's okay, because what I do after is put some beeswax. First it helps the shine, and it removes the stickiness from it. This way it's not gonna stick to the pages I'm gonna put in. I don't know if you can see the shine. It's really beautiful. I really love it. I really love how it turned out. Hope my husband likes it too. Now let's put this back together so you guys can have a look as to what it looks like once it's finished. Okay, so now we need to put this back, and let's try to be careful about this. So it needs to end up being there. Therefore I need to get it in through there. And that's where I messed up just before. Okay, so we're in, and like so. Didn't mess up. Woohoo! And just put the hardware back on. So it goes like this. So this is a fast little project. What took longer was making the actual 12-month page for the calendar. Whoa. Doesn't want to stay. Come on. We're almost there. Okay, so this is not going anywhere. And now I have the 12 pages of the calendar. And so I need to put them in the proper order, because otherwise it's not going to make sense. put this way so you guys can actually see the pages. So this was December and November, October. Oops, I was putting it upside down. September, August, July, June, May, April, and I try to go with the holidays. So in April is Easter this year, and March, February, and it was a great way of using my scraps of papers as well. And finally the top part, and I think I prefer that one, so let's put it so that it's like this. So here is my calendar, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope it inspires you to try this at home. It's, like I said, very easy, and that paint, wow, there's tons of there's a lot of different other colors. I won't say tons, but there's a lot of other colors that are wonderful. Right now I've only got 2. I had purchased that one and this one. I thought this one was better because the fact the frame was already dark, but I plan on doing other do-it-yourself type of projects. So yes, that is it. Bye everyone.